Hey, good morning, traders. This is Art Dale, your Emini success coach for Futures Trading Company. And this is the recap of our trading for December 29th, Thursday, before the New Year starting next year, and the opening of our live trading room for members to take these calls live, as I call them. And a few spots left for those who want to take advantage of the 1 month room access starting January 3rd. You can go to our website, which right now is at futurestradingcompany.net. Sign into the guest book and let us know that you want to be a member of the room. Or you can email us at info@eminisuccesscoach.com and just give me your email address. Let me know that you want to be a part of the trading room, and I will get the sign-in information to you. 5 trades this morning, kind of busy for pre-holiday market, but my plan was we were in a very narrow range, but the overall market was heading higher prior to the open. And so my trading plan was to try to get into a trade as quickly as possible at the open. That actually worked quite well the prior 2 mornings. And I really kind of expected that to be the best, probably the best trade of the day. So my first entry was above this little pivot that had been put in right before the open at 12,114. Here the price kind of moved sideways. We opened here at 1230, and then price immediately shot up, getting us into the trade at 12,115. I reached the first profit objective, 12,125, very quickly. Price reached a high of 12,127, but then turned back against us and stopped us out on our second contract at break even at 12,115. I re-entered the trade here above this pivot, the 12,128 entry. My stop here was put at 12,012, 2 ticks below the pivot low here. And this turned out to be a good trade. I hit both profit objectives. I was only trading 2 contracts for 1 and 2 profit objectives, 10 points and 15 points. So I hit both of them on that before price turned back and retraced again. And this was the another breakout entry above this pivot that was formed. And as you can see, as we're forming a little higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, that is the very definition of an uptrend. And so I was willing to take these breakout trades with 2 contracts and putting my stop below the little pivots that were formed prior to another breakout. So here we were breaking out at above this 12,145. Price level entered at 12,146. We got to a high of 12,154. And I was being just a little too conservative. That was 8 ticks plus on that trade to the upside. And I brought my stop to break even instead of leaving the risk on. Once I'd gotten to within 2 ticks of my first profit objective. Unfortunately, price came back against our trade and stopped us out on that trade at break even. With no gain. Our fourth trade came a little while longer here at 6:55, and that was a trigger entry. There I had a trigger long form after I'd had a little pullback here in price and the Hall Moving Average, the JTHMA. And so we entered that trade above this bar at 12,157. Took some heat on this trade. Initially put the stop at 12,134 below this pivot. We came down, the low here was 12,144 before price moved back up higher and moved up past my entry. And then I moved my stop to 12,142 at that point. On that trade, I reached 12,167 for our first profit objective. But then again, unfortunately, as you can see, we were out of our first contract here, profit objective here, but then price turned back down against us and once again stopped us out at break even on that second contract, so plus 10 ticks on that trade. And I had gone to the well, I thought, enough times on the breakout trades, and so what I wanted to see to enter another trade was a price retracement. That's why I did not take this breakout. That would have been an entry at 12,169, and would have gotten to a high of 12,177 before retracing. So depending upon how you handled that, that would have been a break-even trade, or you would have possibly had a stop out at 12,153 if you had opted to stay in that trade. But I wasn't looking to trade again. I'd already taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades on this up move. 3 to 4 is about normally the max that I want to take on any kind of an up move. So I was waiting for a retracement. I finally got it back to the 89 exponential moving average here. There are traders that on the first touch of the 89 exponential moving average, they take that trade automatically. That's not in my trade plan. I like to either have a trigger appear here to take the trade, or I like to see another setup like a breakout entry, and that's what I took here above this little pivot that had formed on the way down. After we touched the 89 exponential moving average, price moved back up. I took that trade on a breakout above this pivot. 12,164 was the high. I entered at 12,165. And that turned out to be a nice trade. 12,175 first target. 12,180 second target. That occurred here. 7:35. So about 8 minutes after we entered that trade, we got the second price target. And then you see here what happened. Price basically just moved sideways after that. And I was not looking at this point to take another long trade. And so that was the final trade that we took during the morning trading time. I'll just scroll over to show you what happened the rest of the morning. This actually would have been a nice entry in here after we'd gotten this really nice retracement. Price move back up. And at this time, let me just tell you, all 4 of our trend indicators were up at this time. So this would have been a very nice entry had I been looking to take an entry. Again, this would have been a breakout, another breakout entry. Kind of unusual. more breakout entries than trigger entries today. Had I been looking to take this trade, or had you been looking for the trade to set up, this was it. After the price had run up off of the bottom here, broken back above the 89 EMA, then another little retracement. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4 bar retracement. Basically a test of whether or not price would either head back up and continue higher, or not break above this little pivot and actually break down and continue lower. And so a breakout above this pivot, certainly a valid trade setup, and that would have been another very nice winning trade had you entered that trade. That's all of the trades we took today. 5 trades, kind of a busy morning really for not a lot of profit. Ended up the morning with plus 70 Dow points at $350 before commissions or any slippage that you might have encountered. Although today truly I had no slippage whatsoever. Market was really pretty tame and not a lot of real volatile movements. That's it for the day. We'll be back in the room tomorrow to take a look. I don't expect, again, a lot of movement, but I will be trying to take a trade right at the open. I think that's probably, again, going to be the best trade of the day. And then that'll be it for the year, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you all in our room live January 3rd. Again, visit us at info@eminisuccesscoach.com and give us your email. Tell us you're interested in being in the room when it opens January 3rd, and I will make sure you get your room access ID. That's it for today. Again, this is Art Dill for Futures Trading Company.